please welcome the host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to Blockbusters once again, where we've just started the second game in a set of 3. Playing that very game are Shima. That's Shima Mandal from the Central Newcastle High School. Hello again, Shima. Hello. Nice to see you. And the 2 Pauls, who've been with us for a little while, Paul Skirm and Paul Thomas from Dyffryn Tav Comprehensive School. Hello again to you, gentlemen. Right, now, the situation, which you may or may not know, is that they are going for their 3rd gold run. They've done 2 already, and Shima is going for her first. She's 1 game down in this 3, but it's early days, because this one is 2 blues and 1 white, and Shima it is to call the next letter. So, Shima, it's all yours.
The A, please, Bob.
OK. What A is the surname of 2 media brothers, one knighted in Yes, Shima?
Attenborough.
Yes, it's right. Well guessed. Yeah. One knighted in 1976, the other in 1985. Sir Richard and Sir David Attenborough. Right, 2 whites now, and your choice.
The M, please, Bob.
The M, OK. What M is the city in which the US Weather Bureau names the hurricanes which hit the Gulf and Atlantic coasts? Paul 2.
Miami?
Yes, it is Miami. Correct. 3 blues and 2 whites, and Paul 2 has the choice of the board.
N, please.
OK, to try and join the 2 blues together up at the top left. What N is a corrosive-resistant metal worth 5 Canadian... Yes, Paul?
Nickel?
Yes, it is. Nickel. Of course, a slang name for 5 Canadian cents. A nickel. That was the second part of the question. And it brought us to a flashing blue light already. So, Shima's got to jump in like she did in the previous game. Let's see if she can. Which one are you picking, gentlemen?
The T, if you please.
Right. What T is the system which broadcasts pages of information for... Yes, Shima?
Teletext.
That's it. Teletext it is, yeah. And if you happen to have a television set which receives teletext, you'll know all too well what it is. So, that's 2 whites. You've stopped them for the moment, but you've got a couple of letters to get yet, haven't you? Mm-hmm. What's the next one?
The E, please, Bob.
The E at the top right. What E describes tropical fruits such as guavas, papayas and mangoes, and vegetables such as yams and aubergines? Yes, Shima.
Oh, I don't know.
Paul and Paul, what E describes tropical fruits such as guavas, papayas and mangoes, and vegetables such as yams and aubergines? Yes, Paul.
Exotic.
That's the word, exotic fruit. They are indeed. Which means, in this case, of course, not native to this country. Again, the flashing blue light. And again, she's faced with that decision. Well, they are for the decision, first of all. Yes, Paul?
Well, I'd really like to have you, please, Paul.
Paul. Paul, you most certainly shall, and here it is. What U is the republic which voted 9-1 against staying in the... Yes, Shima?
Ukraine?
Yes, the Ukraine! Very well done. All right, thank you. Don't get excited. Against staying in the USSR. It's a plebiscite held on December the 1st, 1991. Ukraine was correct, and now a flashing white light, boot on other foot. Need I ask, but I must?
The D, please,
The
Bob.
D. Stand by, everyone. What D was the name of the herbivorous dinosaur of which most of its 88 feet length was in its... Yes, Paul?
Diplodocus.
Diplodocus?
Yes.
Is exactly the right answer. Yes, well done. 88 feet in length and it weighed 11 tons. Right, now, where are we? Another flashing light. This time it's a blue one. Paul 2 has the choice.
P, please, Bob.
The P. Stand by, Shima. What P means of the greatest importance and is the name... Yes, Shima?
Paramount.
Yes, it is. Paramount. The second part of the question, the name of a famous movie company, but you got it without that, which was extremely good, and you've got a flashing white light. Yes?
The W, please.
The W. OK. What W are the unwanted plants killed by... Yes, Shima?
Weeds.
Weeds is the right answer. And that's Whew. What a game. Well, I just briefly summarise the money, and then we'll go straight into this deciding game. Shima now has £40, which is considerably more than a few moments ago, and the lads have 240 because, in case you joined us late, they are going for their third gold run and she's going for her first. The decider, always exciting. We'll waste no further time by asking questions. The board already is waiting with L flashing, so let's play Blockbusters. Good luck to all three of you. What L is either one of the two animals associated with the month of March? Yes, Paul, one.
Lambs.
The lion and the lamb. Lamb is correct. Well done. In like a lion, out like a lamb, and vice versa. Right, one blue on the board so far, and the choice goes to Paul, one.
C, please, Bob.
The sea. What sea is an Indian city whose airport... Yes, Paul?
Calcutta.
The airport is called Dum Dum. The city is Calcutta. Correct. Well done again. Now, where next?
The T, please.
The T. Try and join the two together. For all three of you, what T is the 7th largest lake in the world, but only the 2nd largest in Africa? Yes, Paul?
Tanzania.
No, Shima. What T is the 7th largest lake in the world, but only the 2nd largest in Africa? It's Lake Tanganyika, about half as large as Lake Victoria. What tea are sold at extremely inflated prices by touts at Yes, Paul too got
Tickets.
there. Tickets is correct. Well done. Now, a firm grip on the centre of the board they have so far, but, as I say, things do change quickly in this show. So, next one, please.
P, if you please.
P over on the left. Right, all three. What P in maths is the ratio of the circumference of the circle to its... Yes, Shima?
Perimeter.
No, it's not. Paul and Paul. What P in maths is the ratio of the circumference of the circle to its diameter? Hands up if you think you know. Yes, Paul?
It's not perpendicular.
No, it's not. It's that little word that we used to have at school, pi. What P is the French word for word, which we use, Shima?
Pan. Pan.
Pardon?
Pan.
No. Paul and Paul, what P is the French word for word, which we use to mean a prisoner's early conditional discharge? Hands up if you know. Paul too.
Parole.
It is parole, yes, that's right. Now, we have a flashing blue light, and they want to make the connection on the right if Shima lets them. So, which one is it going to be?
The D, please.
The D. Here we go. What D is a disease which causes difficulty in breathing and swallowing? That's Shima.
Diphtheria.
Yes, it is. Diphtheria. Diphtheria. Correct. Now, let's see. What do you want next? If you can stand the pace.
The M, please. Bob.
OK, the M. What M is a tropical fruit used as the main ingredient of an Indian... Yes, Paul?
Mango.
Yes, it is. Mango. That's well done. She's haunted by flashing blue lights. I think you'll see them in your sleep tonight. Now then, I have to ask you what you want.
The N on the right, please.
N, to make that right-hand connection, OK? What N is the sole voice in Benjamin Britten's Young Person's Guide to the... That's Paul 1.
Narrator.
The narrator is right, and that's Blockbusters. Well, what a battle that was. And, of course, it had to be a musical question that got them the clincher in the end there. Well done. Narrator it was, and the Young People's Guide to the Orchestra. And it means that we've got to say goodbye to Shima. What a battle. You've enjoyed it, I know, but wasn't it tense?
Yes.
My goodness, yes. Well done on remaining as calm as you looked.
Thanks.
You take with you, Shima, £45, and, of course, the Blockbuster sports shirt and the dictionary. Our very, very good wishes. I hope all goes well in your medical career.
Thanks.
Give our regards to everybody back home, OK?
Excellent.
Shima, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please. Well, I know what you're thinking. Now we've got the third gold run. Not yet, we haven't. We take a break first. We'll see you in a couple of minutes' time. Don't go away. And if you've got particularly good eyesight, welcome back, by the way, you might have seen that on the end of that trio of people you saw in the distance on your screen was Shima. She's sitting in still. She hasn't left us yet because she wants to watch this third gold run. Don't we all? The board is all waiting, and we go across to the two Pauls to see if they're ready for the big one. Yes, Pauls?
Oh, never one.
OK,
Yes.
fine. And it's going to be you, Paul, one, isn't it?
I'm afraid so, but before I go, could
Yes?
I just say hello to all the sixth form back at school?
Oh, not every one of them by name.
Well, no, but,
No.
well, I've done it now. And my family, and Paul's family.
Oh, fine. That's it, is it?
I think so.
At a time like that, well, I hope so. Anyway, OK, let's take a quick look at the board, shall we? That's what you're going to be facing, and it'll be in a few seconds now, because we go straight back to you, and we ask him, Paul, to put himself for the last time on the hotspot, please. Paul, this is it. The last one you're going to do. Face it with equanimity, if you possibly can. Get across there in 60 seconds or less. Tell us where you want to start on the left.
CO.
Clothes handed down for reuse.
Cast-offs.
Yes.
GP.
Caged domestic pet, also called a cavey.
Guinea pig.
Yes.
GA.
Main ingredient of marzipan.
Grated almonds.
Not grated.
Ground almonds.
Yes, that's it.
DP.
Viral or bacterial disease affecting both lungs at once. Both.
Something pleurisy.
No,
Oh.
both lungs.
AC.
Charity which helps the elderly.
Age concern.
Yes.
CF.
Long John Silver's parrot.
Cutthroat.
No.
EM.
Symbol for a factorial function or punctuation after a command.
Exclamation mark.
That's it! That's Blockbusters! Come and join in, Paul! Very well done. Only a few seconds to spare, but you did it. You've got the big prize on Blockbusters. Congratulations. Wonderful performance, and here's your prize. Take a look at this.
This is the view you will get as you land in Hong Kong to start your holiday. A tiny area of just 2,000 square miles where old Chinese traditions mingle with modern high-tech living, and the familiar face of the West blends perfectly with the mystique of the East. From Hong Kong, it's into China for a day, where you'll see for yourself the contrast between the old and the new. Time for a cuppa, then it's back to Hong Kong, a colony for only another few years, cramming in as much as it can before its return to the People's Republic of China.
Well, congratulations. You were really very, very good. I must say, I've got to say this. I've never been before, ever, on Blockbuster, seen two people so remarkably controlled. I want to know that deep inside there's a bit of a twittering and rumbling going on, is there?
Oh, that's my dinner, I think.
That's your dinner, I see, yes. Well, congratulations. Wonderful performance. Terrific. And I know you're going to enjoy it thoroughly. You're a little bit twittery yourself, aren't you, Paul?
Yes, it was the kippers for breakfast.
It was the kippers for breakfast. Right. The Hong Kong trip, which was absolutely terrific, your Viennese trip, which you're going to love, plus the £270 pocket money each, deserves special congratulations. Well done. Superb games. A big round of applause. Well, there they are. And in fact, if you only joined us recently, you may not know they're Paul Skirm and Paul Thomas. They come from Dyffryn Taf Comprehensive School, and our congratulations go to them. The most controlled contestants we've ever had on Blockbusters. And as they go away, let me take this moment to remind you of one particular contestant we saw in the past. He did terribly well. His name was David Hatton. Do you remember him? He came from the Simon Langton Boys' School in Canterbury, and he was beaten by the clock on the second gold run. But the third time in, he came up with all the right answers, and for his efforts, he won a fantastic tour of Brazil, you might recall. Well, his tour took him from the spectacular Iguazu Falls, which sit right on the border between Brazil, Uruguay and Paraguay, to the noise and excitement of Rio. But the part which David said he loved the best was going up the Amazon by canoe. Tragically, his photos of Rio were ruined, so he sent us this photo of himself, taken at a small town near Salvador de Bahia, on the north of that immense country. So, thank you very much indeed, Dave. Nice to have heard from you. It was a memorable trip. You made it that, I'm sure. And what's most important of the lot, of course, is that you arrived back home safely. Thank you and congratulations again. Now, before we introduce the new contestants, let me just recap on the couple of questions that were missing. You thought I wasn't going to, didn't you? Ho, ho, ho. Here they are. Of course, the viral or bacterial disease affecting both lungs at once. I did say both, and it was double pneumonia. And Long John Silver's parrot. I wonder how many people remember Long John Silver's parrot. Think about it. Captain Flint. Yes. Oh, yes, say the audience, exactly. Right, we're going to quote more names now as we introduce our new contestants. So, a big round of applause, please. You're working well to Tim, Yvette and Catherine. Well, we got the polka dots on the programme. Well done, Tim. Grand shirt and waistcoat. Tim Dunn from St Peter's School in York. That's neat and to the point. Nice to see you here. Are you well?
I'm well, thanks.
Good. And I see Yvette and Catherine are well, because they're sitting there smiling all over their faces. Yvette Cuthbert and Catherine Ramsden from Franklin Sixth Form College in Grimsby. All the details are right. All that remains now is for you to officially meet Tim here on the panel. OK? And move your hands near the buttons, because we're going to start, if they can see you girls, through the mascots over on the right-hand side, we're going to start the first game in a set of 3. Right, Jay is flashing on the board once again. Let's play Blockbusters. Here's a short one to start with. What, Jay, is a place where 2 or more roads meet? Oh, Catherine.
Junction.
Junction, good one. Quick. OK. That gives us a blue on the board and starts us off. Now, the game seriously.
The O, please, Bob.
The O, right. What O is to reserve more seats than there are seats available? Yes, Tim?
Overbook.
That's exactly what's on the card. Overbook. Happens on airlines, doesn't it? And they overbook to compensate for the people who don't turn up. I always turn up. I don't know about you. Blue and white. And your turn.
I'll have an H, please, Bob.
You'll have an H. OK. Firm and to the point. What H in the saying, can't you force to drink after you've led it to... Yes, Catherine. A horse. Right. Well done. 2 blues and a white. And you've got the choice with a little consultation.
T, please.
T. What T have genetic fingerprints which are exactly the same? Catherine.
Twins.
Yes, twins or triplets. Correct. I must say, they have to be identical twins or triplets. So, that's 3 blues, 1 white. Tim lagging behind a little, but it's very, very early days. Catherine.
F, please.
F. Hey! Just going to go for the letter. You know what this is, don't you? Yes, everybody knows that sound. It's a sort of distinctive sound, isn't it? And it means the school is going to benefit. Which school? We'll see. Depends who answers the question. So, stand by, all of you. What F brings the rain, thaws the frozen lakes again, according to the rhyme? Yes, Tim?
Is it fairies?
Well, no. The short answer to that is, let's go across to Yvette and Catherine. What F brings the rain, thaws the frozen lakes again, according to the rhyme, bearing in mind it's not fairies?
February?
February? Yes, it's February. Well done, Catherine. Well done indeed. So, a very faint February, and Franklin Sixth Form College are going to benefit by that. That little voice means that they are going to receive this wonderful prize.
You've just helped solve the logjam in the computer lab. This PC comes with 40 megabytes of hard disk storage, 2 megabytes of internal memory, and a colour monitor. Its onboard software shows you what to do in words and pictures to cut down on all that jargon. And since it sets the industry standard, compatibility won't be a problem.
Yes, a magnificent school prize there. And just in case 1 or 2 of you there at home didn't know what I was talking about with February, or she was talking about, it's of course that February brings the rain, thaws the frozen lakes. Yes, you know now, don't you? Right, let's get on. What do you want next?
A B, please.
OK. What B are the controversial racks of cages in which hens are kept for egg... she got there first, I'm afraid. Yes, Catherine? Oh, sorry, it was Yvette, wasn't it? Yes.
Battery.
Batteries, right, yes. Battery hens. Everybody went for that button, in fact. That's why the confusion. Tim thought he got there, in fact, but they were just too quick for you. Don't you have noticed it, Tim, but there's a flashing blue light there, and it's rather important. OK? All yours, Yvette.
A W, please.
A W, yes. What W goes before symptoms to describe the suffering of addicts when they suddenly stop smoking? Too late? Catherine?
Withdrawal.
Withdrawal symptoms is right. Well done. Well, there we are. £5 to Tim, so he's got one tiny finger on the ladder. You've got to do more than that in the second one to draw level. £30 to Yvette and Catherine each. Tim, I know, is a clarinetist. Yeah. Bit of a jazz clarinetist, too.
Well,
I say
I
a
like
bit
to
of
play.
it. That sounds...
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you play in a band? You got
Well,
a...
I used to have my own band called Six Peel, but they broke up a while ago, so I just play at clubs now.
So what's Teen Act?
Teen Act is a theatre company founded by my brother and one of his friends.
Oh, I
And,
see.
Yeah. and
You
we
belong,
have an-
yes?
Yeah, I play music or I act, and we have an upcoming production in the Easter holidays.
Oh, good. Oh, what an active fellow you are. Yes. What about you girls? Do you have musical or acting capabilities? Yvette?
No.
Oh, well, fine, Yvette. What do you do?
Not like I go out on geology trips. I enjoy doing things to do with
Oh, I
geology.
see, I
And
see.
I've got my own snake, which takes
Your
a lot of
own
money.
snake?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. What make is he?
What make?
Yeah.
It's a rat snake.
Is he?
It's called Zorba.
A pet rattlesnake?
No, rat.
Oh, it's actually a rat snake. It's a rattlesnake. Oh, well, everybody to their own. What about Catherine?
I like fantasy role playing and
I see.
just going out with my friends. Really.
But you haven't got pet snakes or anything like that?
No, I'm
No, I
afraid
can
not.
understand. Quite. OK, little about them as we turn to the board for the second game. B is flashing, so let's get right in with the first question. What B is the innocent person who witnesses the crime? Yes, Tim?
Bystander.
That's it. Bystander, right. What a good start. So there's a white on the board, and you have the choice of the entire board. Which do you want?
I'll have the U, please, Bob.
The U, right down at the bottom. What U describes the grand old Duke of York's 10,000... Yes, Tim?
Up.
Oh, right. Very good. Up is what's on the card. It's one of those silly questions. What U describes the grand old Duke of York's 10,000 men for half the time anyway. When they were up, etc. Well, inspired guess. Now let's have another one.
R, please.
An R. What R goes before instruction, education and knowledge for three school subjects known as RI, RE... That's Yvette.
Religious.
Religious is correct. That puts the blue on the board. Stopped his run for the moment and given you the choice.
Can I have a C, please?
The C on the right-hand side. What C is trooped in celebration of the... Yes, Tim?
The colour.
The colour is correct. Trooping the colour happens on the Queen's official birthday on June the 15th. Correct? And your choice again was three
I'll
white.
have N, if I may.
Trying to make it 4 with an N. What N is the short word in a phrase or sentence that would denote denial, rejection or refusal? Yes, Catherine?
No.
No. Yes. No is right. Well done. Well, after a game in which up and no came up, we hesitate to think what comes next, but we won't know until the next edition of Blockbusters. So we hope you've enjoyed this one. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time around. Goodbye from all of us.